Hello, what's going on? Fortunately, I wasn't able to stream earlier, but I'm here now. So today's gonna be a very important stream just because we have to talk about 1984. 1984, if you haven't read it, you need to read it. It's one of the most I would say one of the most important novels of the modern era. Like you need to read it. That and The Art of War, especially The Art of War. Also, shoutouts to this is Alter from Resident Evil 1, yeah. With the Song of Nephilim. Okay, look at this. So I'm giving myself about an hour. I do have to do some sprite animation later, so yeah, I need to get this done, then I'll go right into that. Okay, let's see. So we finished up okay, the brain. We talked about the Amgala yesterday. Okay, 1984. I need to reread it again. It's been a bit. So we'll go off of memory, then I'll find two things afterwards. Okay. 1984. Okay. Fear of being watched. When I heard this in Xenosaga, I'm like, yo, it is remake. Let's go. But no, this the choir portion of it is a section from the Song of Nephilim. Fear of being washed evolved with us. Hmm. Okay. It has been definitely a few years since I last read this. Fear of being washed evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. Hmm. And as I mentioned before, this one's a very important stream because 1984 is critical to this. So I have to write this in a specific way. To the point I'm not even drinking alcohol right now. That's really bad. The fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. So what I can do is we can build up into it. Let's add a little fluff, then we can go right into it. Okay. Fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. We live in a very funny age right now. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a little bit cheeky right now. Yeah. Yes, that'll work. Terrifying. Again, just don't mind me. I'm thinking right now because I gotta be very like I gotta lock in this section. All right, let's see where we're at right now. The fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. Long before our world was filled with cameras, computers, and algorithms, George Orwell crystallized his terror in a single phrase: Big Brother is watching you. In 1984, Big Brother was an omnipresent, faceless force of control, an eye that never blinked, a gaze that never tired. There's like 90 different ways I can go about this. Okay, I think I got something here. Using myself as an example here, this is no longer a vision. Think of drones. Those think of drones. Drones are terrifying, especially on my side of the spectrum. Just imagine this. You're out in the field, you hear the woo 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 noise. You can't see it because it's so tiny, but it's always observing you. Then out of nowhere, it can do whatever it wants. It can drop a grenade on you, which is a thing, which is oh my god. It can relay your exact position. So in a sense, the eye in the sky is always watching you. Drones are scary, people. Drones are very scary, especially on my side of the spectrum. Holy shit! Like once I hear the woo 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 noise, I'm like, oh fuck. So the plan for I'm off tomorrow. Thank God. Last week I couldn't do anything because I was on my 24-hour shift. But tomorrow the game plan is it's gonna be a long streaming day. I'm gonna be working on this. I'll try to get dubbing done for lore files because I need to release one. I'll be doing sprite animation sprite animation research the entire day, specifically in Adobe Animate because I have to relearn how to use that again. And yeah, it's gonna be I'm not gonna be doing anything, so it's gonna be pretty much a YouTube weekend. So let's give an example about how this is a reality now. So this is pretty simple. We'll do one more rep of the altar, and then I'll say songs. Especially facial recognition is ooh, that is scary. That was not me. I'm an idiot. All right, let me change the song. Wait, do they have Rebecca's theme here? Just give me like a minute. Yeah, they sped it up. I don't know why they sped it up in HD remaster. It's better when it's slow. Yeah, like they really spread it. They should have never sped it up. It was better when it was like the beats were slow, but oh well. Okay. How do I want to go about this now? Okay. This wasn't properly extended. Like, they shouldn't be a pause, but oh well. We live in a very scary world, people. So, in a sense, every moment is recorded, analyzed, and indexed. Yeah, analyzed. Wow. So let's see what we have so far. The fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. Long before our world was filled with cameras, computers, and algorithms, excuse me, George Orwell crystallized this terror in a single phrase: Big Brother is watching you. In 1984, Big Brother was an omnipresent, faceless force of control, an eye that never blinked, a gaze that never tired. Today, Orwell's vision is no longer fiction; it's reality. Streets, stores, and even our homes are blanketed with CCTV cameras. Our faces are cataloged with facial recognition systems. Our every click, swipe, and even purchase can feed into these networks. Every moment is recorded, indexed, and analyzed. There was a song that was coming up next. I have to play it just for the memes. Sub to Bakba, sub to Bakba, sub to Bakba. Oh my god. Bach was super hilarious when he was doing that. Like, oh my god. God, I can't, whenever I go to the fucking Aqua Ring, it's like, damn it. Alright. Give me 1 second. Do 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 do. Yeah. Ow. Alright, so what more can we add to this? So far, it's pretty good, but there's a lot more we can add. Let's talk about the modern surveillance aspect of it. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to go about it because in a funny way, the modern surveillance these days is a paradox. So we can use it for safety, but our safety is pretty much thrown out the window because it knows everything about us. So it's a paradox. Wow. Yeah, that's there you go. Paradox. It's paradox. This modern surveillance is a paradox. We accept it as as necessary for safety, yet it erodes the very privacy that protects us. Okay, there we go. Much better. That sounds a lot better. Okay. So this guy's a nightmare. Sound switch because I'm saying when I'm saying Sotabak in my head right now. Oh god, I hate this song. All right. Ooh. When this played in RE6, I'm like, damn. This game was a weird game, but Leon deserves to be happy. Hmm. Specifically thinking about Alma Wade right now. God damn it, Alma. At least in Fear 1. Wow. Whenever I saw that screen flicker, I'm like, oh crap. Things are about to just hit the fan. Alma Wade ruined my childhood at times. I'm like, God damn it, why do you have to why do you have to be a thing? Then there's sexy Alma, but Kid Alma, it was just ugh. Especially that ladder. Especially that ladder. That ladder will forever haunt me. Here's a great game. But as soon as you saw the screen like distort, all hell's about to break loose. In games, cameras may flicker or distort. Specifically you, Alma. Specifically you. Wait a minute. Actually, fear of being wait, yeah, the fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. Long before our world was filled with cameras, computers, and algorithms, George Orwell crystallized this terror in a single phrase: Big Brother is watching you. In 1984, Big Brother was an omnipresent, faceless force of control, an eye that never blinked, a gaze that never tired. Today, Orwell's vision is no longer fiction. It is our reality. Streets, stores, and even our homes are blanketed with CCTV cameras. Our faces are cataloged by facial recognition systems. Our every click, swipe, and even purchase can feed into these networks. Every moment is recorded, indexed, and analyzed. This modern surveillance is a paradox. We accept it as necessary for safety, yet it erodes the very privacy that once protected us. In horror games, this becomes a nightmare. Surveillance shifts from guardian to predator. Cameras don't protect, they expose. In games, cameras may flicker. Gotta write horror right there. In horror games, in horror games, cameras may flicker or distort, revealing figures that shouldn't be there. Alma. Watchers who don't abide by the rules of reality. Also, Alma. In a sense, the safe zone becomes a trap. These eyes of mine used to be so good when I was younger. Definitely have to do a new Fate video. I haven't done a Tech Moon one in a while, but I'm just thinking of myself. Don't mind me. I'm just thinking of my next batch of videos. Again, I'm still on my pre-deployment phase, so things are starting to heat up a little bit. So I do want to get by now until like November. I'm gonna try to dish out as much content as possible. Or even better, when the monitors just by the power of God just stop working. Like Mr. X camera. That was a cheeky one back then. All right. I'm gonna introduce a very funny take. Okay. Yeah, okay. I do have to make some time for sprite animation because it's 7:30. I'm old now, so staying up late is not. I can't stay up late anymore. I've tried. I just can't do it. I just get tired so fast now. These long ass gaming sessions I had back when I was a kid, staying up all night. No, once you get into your late 30s, ha! Good luck trying to stay up all night. Eventually you're just gonna get too tired. I'm old. I'm just old. Hmm. I'm usually in bed by at least like 10 or 11, but yeah, I cannot stay up anymore. I've tried. God, I can't even spell right now. We've talked about this before. All right, I think the song's actually must be over soon. Yes, it is. Give me a second. Ooh, the trauma song. Yeah, that hallway before the library. Holy crap! There's a lot of zombies there. Well, even Resident Evil 2, OG RE2, to just bombard you with a massive, and I quote, clusterfuck of zombies in one location. I love you. I love you, RE2. Oh my god. You'll go through a door, then bam, it's like 12 zombies just cluttered all together. I'm like, oh my. But yeah, specifically that as soon as you go past the STAR's office into the next hallway, wow. Holy crap. Or better yet, God, damn, it's been a bit. I used to play Outbreak a lot. I should know this room. Blue Hall. Yeah, Blue Hall. Blue Hall when it's overrun by zombies. Yeah. Ooh boy, RE2, you're great. But yeah, this is a trauma song. Let's be descriptive here. Not just being watched. You're not just being watched. I was being cheeky right here. Let's start to wrap up the session. I think we've got a good amount of information in. Okay. It resonates with real world fears. Because these instruments are there to protect us, but to make us feel powerless. Damn. Remember, like last month, I released a video on powerlessness. It's everywhere, but it's nowhere. And nowhere. Systemic into a systemic horror. Not a not a monster hunting the shadows. Okay. All right. Nice. I like the way we ended that. Okay. Let's read this. I think we're good. Let's read this, and hopefully we don't need it. I don't think we need that anymore, but I think we're good. All right. So, the fear of being watched evolved with us, but it found a new, darker expression in the age of surveillance. Long before our world was filled with cameras, computers, and algorithms, George Orwell crystallized this terror in a single phrase: Big Brother is watching you. In 1984, Big Brother was an omnipresent, faceless force of control, an eye that never blinked, gaze that never tired. Today, Orwell's vision is no longer fiction, it is our reality. Streets, stores, and even our homes are blanketed with CCTV cameras. Our faces are cataloged by facial recognition systems. Our every click, swipe, and even purchase can feed into these networks. Every moment is recorded, indexed, and analyzed. This modern surveillance is a paradox. We accept it as necessary for safety, yet erodes the very privacy that once protected us. In horror games, this becomes a nightmare. Surveillance shifts from guardian to projector. Cameras don't protect, they expose. In horror games, cameras may flicker or distort, revealing figures that shouldn't be there. Alma, watchers who don't abide by the rules of reality. In a sense, the safe zone becomes a trap. Monitors can also betray. Screens meant to secure you glitch or lag, showing impossible images or failing at the worst moment. Trust breaks down. The eye that watches can also lie. This betrayal is deeply unsettling because it destroys the illusion of control. Proofread your stuff. Please proofread your stuff because you find mistakes like this. Instead of safety, surveillance becomes a slow, creeping violation. You're not just being watched, you're being profiled, tracked, and known. Profiled, tracked, and known. Horror games make you feel make you feel this loss of control in ways that resonate with real world fears. The tools designed to protect become instruments of powerlessness. You can't hide, you can't escape. The watcher is everywhere and nowhere. This reality turns the fear of the gaze into a systemic horror. Not a monster hunting in the shadows, but an invisible machine just watching. The dread isn't what the watcher will do next. It is in the certainty that it's always watching, that it will always be watching. I like it. This was a very hard section just because we needed to we need to tie in 1984 because 1984, read it, please, for God's sakes, read it. But 1984 alluded to all of this that's going on in the modern world right now. We're always being watched. I'm not even getting into conspiracy theories right now, but a good chunk of 1984 pretty much is happening in IRL right now. So go figure. You should definitely read 1984. It's one of the best novels of this century, along with obviously ancient text translated into the English language being The Art of War. For God's sakes, please read that one too, because the lessons that Sun Tzu said in The Art of War transfer over into real life. They still do years later. But anyways, yeah, this was a very intense section because I needed to tie in 1984 with the narrative. So I feel like we've done good. I think we can add more. I'll sleep on it and we'll see. So as mentioned, tomorrow will be a long streaming day. I have to do some sprite animation studying, and tomorrow we'll come back and do some more of this. Besides that, take care, have a good one, and I'll see people tomorrow with some more of this thing. All right, have a good one. I'll see y'all later. Good night.